Welcome back to another lecture. So last time we were talking about vinyl and allyl substituents, and I want to keep talking about this subject. So in this case, we have vinyl group that attached to bromide, or bromide attached to the vinyl. And the way I'm going to name it, I will say I have vinyl. Okay, I'm going to add YL to it, vinyl, and then the substituent that we have, or compound that we're going to write it after the vinyl, it will be the bromine, brom. And then we add IDE to it, so it will be bromide. Okay, vinyl bromide. Next one, it will be, okay, we have 3 carbons, and that's going to be allyl. So I'm going to say it's allyl. Okay, allyl, and then we have a bromine, bromine atom. The root for it will be brom. So I go brom, and I add IDE to it, and then so it will be bromide, allyl bromide. And the same story with the previous. Okay, let me change the color. So it will be vinyl and bromide, and this one will be allyl bromide. Okay. Now, when it comes to double bond like a ring is fixed. That means that there will be no rotation over the double bond. Okay. And if you remember when we were talking about the cycloalkane compound, we said because the ring is closed and there will be no rotation over the single bond of carbon-carbon, and we can get structure like cis and trans. We will have the same story whenever we have a double bond. If the 2 hydrogen atoms are on the same side, we call them cis isomers. If they are across of each other, then they will be trans isomer. Okay. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to focus on the bigger part. So this one is the major, and that's the second major substituent, or the bigger substituent. Both of them are on the same side, so we're going to call cis. And here, those big substituents are cross of each other, and we can call it trans. Okay. So when do we use cis or trans? Okay, when do we use cis or trans? We will use them whenever on each carbon we have 1 hydrogen atom. So on each carbon we must have 1 hydrogen atom. Then yes, you can say cis or trans. So for example, in this case, which is like the previous one, and because you have 1 hydrogen each, you call it cis. You have 2 here, 1 hydrogen each, and they cross of each other, so we call it trans. But what will happen if we have something other than hydrogen? Then how do we name, how do we call cis or trans? How do we figure that one? In that case, we will use these 2 terms, like either Z or E. Okay, when we don't have hydrogen, we have more substituent. Okay, so whenever we have more substituent, we will use Z or E. Z, we will use it when they are on the same side, and E for cross of each other. Okay, so Z for the same side, if they are same side, E when they are cross of each other. Okay, for example. Okay. In this case, on carbon number 1, you can say, for example, say this is going to be carbon number 1, and that's going to be carbon number 2. Of course, that's going to be carbon number 3. Okay, so on carbon number 1, we have a bromine and hydrogen, and I want to choose which one it is going to have higher priority. Go with the atomic number. Okay, go with the atomic number. So we're going to use atomic number, and I'm going to say atomic number of bromine higher than atomic number of chlorine, and chlorine higher than carbon, and carbon higher than hydrogen. So that means between bromine and hydrogen, bromine is going to get the first priority. Okay, so on carbon number one, I figured that bromine has the first priority. Okay, on carbon number 2, between chlorine and carbon, chlorine will have the higher priority. Now, I'm going to look to the number 1 on both sides, and they are across of each other. Because they are across of each other, this component will be, E. Okay, E isomer. Okay, that means Those two groups are cross of each other. Okay, next one. Bromine, it will be number 1, okay, between bromine and hydrogen. And next, between carbon and chlorine, okay, also it will be number 1. Maybe we should call it 1' to say it's different than 1. Okay, so on carbon number 1, bromine was number 1, and carbon number 2, chlorine. Now those two are in the same side. Okay, these two are in the same side, and we call it Z. So Z, it looks like a cis. Z, it looks like cis shape, and E looks like trans. So this one will be E isomer. Why don't we call it cis isomer? Okay, why do we call it cis isomer? Because we have here on this carbon, we have another substituent. We don't have hydrogen anymore, and that's the reason we are not using cis or trans. Okay, one more example. Okay, now I want to choose which one is going to have the highest priority. Okay, let's look to the closest carbon. So those are the closest carbon. Okay, I'm going to highlight those carbon. They are attached to the vinyl. Okay, vinyl group. Okay, and let's order them. Okay, I'm going to zoom here. Okay, on this carbon. Okay, which carbon? I'm talking about this carbon, and that carbon I can see is straight attached to hydrogen, and 1 carbon. Okay, so this carbon, the carbon that I'm going to put star on it, is attached to, okay, a carbon, attached to a carbon. What else? Attached to 2 hydrogens. So carbon, hydrogen. Okay, how about, okay, this carbon, next one. That carbon is attached to hydrogen and a chlorine. So I'm going to say chlorine, hydrogen. Okay, between these two, which one is going to get higher priority? Okay, let's check. Carbon, this one is a chlorine. Chlorine has higher atomic number than carbon. Okay, so clearly this group, this one is going to get higher priority. Okay, so that's going to be number 1. Okay, now let's focus on other side. Okay, on other side we have this carbon. Okay, that carbon is attached to 1, 2 carbons and hydrogen. So I'm going to say carbon. Okay, which carbon? This, then another carbon, and hydrogen atom. So it will be CCH. Okay, CCH. Okay, how about this carbon? Let's check this carbon. Okay, that carbon is attached to oxygen, hydrogen, and hydrogen. So attached to oxygen, hydrogen, and hydrogen. Okay, so between oxygen and carbon, oxygen, it will have higher priority. So I'm going to say this group, okay, this one is going to get higher priority. Okay, these two groups are on the same side because on the same side, the isomer, it will be Z isomer. Okay, next example. Okay, what do we have? We have chlorine and hydrogen on the left side. Chlorine clearly is going to get the first priority. Forgive me, on the right side, I meant. On the right side, we have chlorine and hydrogen. The chlorine will be number 1. That's easy to fix, easy to pick. And then we have carbon. Okay, we have a carbon that's attached to 3 hydrogens. Okay, so I'm going to say I have H, H, H. Why? Because I see 3 hydrogens there. Okay, I see 3 hydrogens here. Okay, how about next carbon? Next carbon, okay, we see a carbon that's attached to another carbon, okay, and also 2 hydrogens. Okay, clearly the terminal carbon, it has 3 more hydrogen, but I don't care about it. Right now, I see carbon. Which carbon? This carbon, and I see 2 hydrogens attached to it. Okay, so H versus carbon H. This one is going to get higher priority. So this group, okay, it will get higher priority than the methyl. And remember, we had that one was number 1 also. So this is going to be Z isomer. Okay, very good. Okay, let's keep practicing more example. And we have iodine versus methyl. Clearly, iodine is stronger. Okay, sorry, it's heavier than carbon. So this is going to be the first priority. Okay, iodine is heavier than carbon. And remember, this carbon, you can write it as a carbon that's attached to 3 hydrogens. And so you're dealing with H versus iodine, and iodine is heavier than hydrogen, so iodine is going to be the first priority. Next, we have carbon that's attached to 2 hydrogens and oxygen, and then that oxygen attached to hydrogen. We don't care about the next hydrogen, but let's zoom on carbon. This carbon. Okay, what do we have attached to it? We have oxygen and 2 hydrogens. Okay, so talking about that hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, how about next carbon? Next carbon, okay, if you look to this carbon, okay, or through oxygen, you look to the carbon, you see oxygen attached to carbon twice through 2 bonds. But if you put your eyes here, you see that carbon attached to oxygen through 2 bonds. It looks like, you know, that carbon is attached to 2 oxygen. And I can say the same story about oxygen attached to 2 carbons. So the way I'm gonna break this, okay, the way I'm gonna break this one, please be careful about it. The way I'm gonna break it, I'm gonna say I have a carbon, okay? And that carbon is already attached to CH3, the top one, okay? Nothing surprising until now. And attached to oxygen, 1 oxygen until now. Okay, oxygen is not, carbon is not active, okay? And we have a double bond, okay? I'm gonna assume I have 2 oxygen attached to carbon. In that case, carbon will be active. But also this oxygen is, okay, the one I'm gonna highlight, this oxygen is not active. So what do I do with it? I'm gonna attach it to a carbon, okay? So if you look to this carbon used to be attached to oxygen through 2 bonds, okay, double bond. Now I broke it to 2 single bonds. So I'm going to say that carbon is attached to 2 oxygen. And the oxygen, okay, I'm talking about this oxygen, the one I put a star on it, that oxygen used to attach to carbon through double bonds. Now I'm going to say oxygen attached to 2 carbons through a single bond, okay, through a single bond. Okay, now let's assign the priority. We have a carbon atom that's attached to oxygen, and a carbon, okay? So again, we're talking about this carbon atom that's attached to oxygen, and then carbon, okay? So between oxygen, hydrogen versus oxygen, carbon, the top one is going to get a higher priority, okay? So this one is going to get higher priority, and because they are cross of each other, this is going to be, okay, this is going to be, let's call it, okay, E isomer, okay? More example, okay? I want you to pause the video here and try to answer all those 3 questions. Okay, very good. Hope you got the correct answer until now. Let's see. We have chlorine. Okay, that's gonna be the number 1 priority. And then, okay, I have this. Okay, that group is a cross of chlorine. Okay, and so that one should be E isomer. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Okay, here you have CH2. Okay, CH2 that's attached to a carbon. So you can say this carbon attached to carbon. Which carbon? This. And then 2 hydrogens versus a chlorine. So clearly chlorine is going to have higher priority. And then, okay, chlorine is going to get higher priority. And this one, because it's heavier, technically is involved 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Okay, that's going to be heavier than hydrogen atom. So this one, it will be E isomer. Okay, repeat this one. Okay, this time, those 2 are on the same side. It will be Z isomer. Okay. Ethyl versus methyl. Ethyl clearly is heavier than the methyl. Okay, and other side we have this group which is heavier than hydrogen. Okay, remember always you have hydrogen there that they are not showing it. So that one, because this is cross of each other, it will be E. Okay, and here, okay, we have 3 carbons. Okay, and those 3 carbons heavier than a hydrogen. Okay, and that one is heavier than methyl. So this is going to be Z isomer. And okay, next one, we have chlorine. And this one is heavier than the ethyl. So this one is going to be Z. And chlorine. Okay. And that one, it has 3 carbons versus 2 for ethyl. So this one, it will be it's going to be E isomer. Okay. How do we name this compound? Okay. So first, let's pick that. Okay, pick whether it's a Z isomer or E isomer. So what do we have here? They are on the same side. Okay. So this is going to be Z isomer. Okay. Now, what's the longest actual chain? The longest one is going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you're going to say, okay, I have 2 chloro. And then on the 3rd carbon, I have ethyl. So I say 3 ethyl. Okay, where's the double bond? On the 2nd carbon, so you say 2. And then you have 6 carbons, so you say hexene. Okay, now you want to say this is a Z isomer. You just simply put Z in the front of it, and you put a Z between parentheses. Okay, and this is the way you name it. Another one. And okay, here we have the Z. Sorry, we have the chlorine. My bad. And okay, this one again is on the same side with the chlorine. Okay, and so I'm going to say this is going to be Z isomer. The previous one, they were on the same side. We called it Z. And again, here we have Z. Okay, longest chain will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to say on the 3rd carbon, I have chloro. Next, where is the double bond? The double bond is on the 3rd carbon. So 3, we have 8 carbons. So it will be octene. And because it's a Z isomer, so you put Z in the front of it, and that's going to fix everything. Okay. And one thing I want to mention before I end the lecture, okay, when we were talking about the E and Z isomers, cis and trans isomers, the trans isomer, these two substituents, they will cancel each other. So mu, it will be 0. This one, it will be non-polar. Here, this force is not going to be canceled by that force. And this won't have mu bigger than 0. So it will be polar. Okay. And I'm going to stop the lecture here.